You're listening to Keeping It 100 with Mel and Bruce, sponsored by the 100 Black Men of Las Vegas. What they see is what they'll be. I'm Mel Tiller, your host. I'm thrilled to be with you. I want you to get out your paper. I want you to get out your pen. You are going to want to keep some notes today because we have as our guest a young lady who is going to be talking about a topic that is near and dear to your heart. Aging is my superpower. Her name is Rita Moore. Rita, welcome to the show.
Thank you so much for having me, Mel.
I'm thrilled to have you. I understand that you recently did a TED Talk.
Yes, I did. And the title of my TED Talk was Aging is My Superpower. And it's on YouTube. It was in Greensboro.
Yes, you need to go and listen to this TED Talk. For those of you who do not know, TED Talks bring in some of the most inspirational, motivational, educational people in the world to give what they call TED Talks. They are absolutely fabulous, and it is a distinct honor to be asked to present a TED Talk. When you present a TED Talk, you know that you have arrived. And Rita did it. Listen, so let's talk a little bit about aging. You've been working with that subject now for quite a while. What is your perspective and why are you talking so much about aging?
Well, because I've experienced ageism. And I come across so many people who have experienced that. I remember being asked to leave my job.
So tell me exactly what you mean by ageism.
Oh, discrimination because of my age.
Okay.
I call it discrimination, just being treated different because I'm aging. When really, because I'm aging, you should welcome me. People should welcome me and learn from me because I have something to offer. All people who are aging, we've been through things. We know life. We can teach. But instead, people want to put us to the side when we're the ones who created most of what you're dealing with now.
And they want to put you to they want to put you to the side before you're ready to go to the side.
Right. Being overlooked and not being included in meetings and just not being treated with the respect that you deserve because of your age. And that's what I call ageism. I've experienced it. I don't really complain because I was able to turn it around. I did leave work early when I was asked to leave, but I was well compensated, so that I'm not complaining. You have to use it to your advantage. And since then, I've been traveling and enjoying life, and I have a lot more to offer as a result.
So talk to me about turning ageism, turning this maturing process into a superpower. How did you do that, and how can our listeners do that?
Well, I like for people to think of the legacy they'd like to leave. How do you want to be remembered? Will the family that comes behind you know that you've been here? Yes. Will they talk about you? Will they share what you've done? You want to do something that's never been done before. There's still time. And with all the things that we've known and learned throughout the years, we can do something that's never been done before. It's happening every day. People just don't acknowledge the fact that we have a lot of wisdom. I call it senior wisdom. We can put it together. Yes, it's senior wisdom. We can put it together and share so much. So that's why I promote aging as a superpower. We've got it in us. And if we don't know it, I like to talk to people until they start to realize, yeah, you're right. Oh, that's right. I can do this. I can do that. Look, don't stop. There's nothing. I'm sorry. I do a lot of talking and a lot of reading. And I was looking at something that someone sent me the other day about a woman who graduated from college at the age of 90. Wow. And you would think, why does she want to do that? It's something she's always wanted to do. And she decided, why not just go ahead and do it?
Oh, so I love that.
Right. And a woman that got her back 5-star black belt in karate. I mean, and she was in her 80s. Just never stop. Whatever you want to do, don't let someone tell you you're too old. Don't let that thought stay in your mind. And that's what I share with people. I let them know you have a superpower because you've been here a long time. And you've got a lot to share.
I love that. I often tell people Picasso was painting masterpieces at 80 years old. There
Yes,
is
he
no
was.
reason why you cannot paint your masterpiece, whatever that masterpiece
Whatever it
is,
is, exactly.
whatever it is. Talk to me about the biggest mistake that you see people making who are aging.
I think the biggest mistake is, as a retiree, you think that, well, now I don't have to do anything. You sit down and you sleep until you wake up and you put your feet up and you don't really think of anything new that you can do. You don't really think about doing the things that you've always wanted to do. Now is your opportunity. And that's my biggest regret. Well, at least what I feel when I talk to people who aren't really involved in anything. They don't go anywhere. They don't go to senior centers and see what's going on there. They don't go to different committees and organizations. They don't go out dancing. There's step groups for all, they take all ages. Just do the things you've always wanted to do. I find that people, once they start aging, once they retire, they think retire really means sit down and do nothing.
I
I don't
understand that.
agree.
So tell me about how environment impacts that.
I think you should need to surround yourself with active people. That's your environment. I think you need to, and that's why I mentioned the senior center. Just about every community has senior centers where you can meet others that are active. They have ballroom dancing classes. They have classes for anything you're interested in. You talked about art. You can go to an art class. They have game day. They have dances every other weekend. There's so many things you can do: karate, yoga, all sorts of exercises. It's just a matter of getting out and finding different things to do. Don't sit down and just let life pass you by. You can find yourself doing that also. If there's something you've always wanted to do, you didn't know how to do it, you didn't think that you can still get it done, you can start seeing other people doing things and think about things that you've always wanted to do. And that's how a new creation comes about. You can do something no one else has ever done before.
I love that. I lived in Myrtle Beach for a while, and I used to say that we have things here for everybody from 8 to 80. It doesn't matter how old you are. When you come to Myrtle Beach, you can have some fun. I now live in Las Vegas, and we have a great community here. And it's the same kind of thing. There's stuff to do from 8 to 80. It doesn't matter what age you are. If you like to dance, you can dance. If you want to go and visit a museum, you can go do that. If you want classes at some of the colleges, you want to learn something new, you want to get involved, you want to make a difference socially, then you can go out and do that. And the age doesn't matter. The only question is, do you have the will? Because we know you have the talent. We know you have the knowledge. We know you have the experience. So it is a wonderful thing to understand. You have a saying about aging gracefully. And what's that?
Oh, instead of saying aging gracefully, I say aging gratefully. Be grateful for every day you have. The first thing you do when you get up in the morning is just thank God for another day. Be grateful that you're still here and start planning what you're going to do with this day. Don't let it go by. Just live with grace. Live grateful. In fact, I journal, and I recommend that everyone journal. Just write down what you're doing, what you're experiencing. Through writing, new ideas will come to you. We've got so much in us, and it comes out as you start writing. Just be grateful that you're still here and still able to share life with others.
Oh, I love that. So you've been wonderful with your time. What message would you like to leave with our listening audience?
Well, the main message is, what do you want to be remembered for? And I think if you focus on that, focus on doing something you've always wanted to do and do it to the best of your ability, that you will really do a great job and you will be able to leave a legacy. And we all should want to leave a legacy. Some people say they don't want to leave a legacy, but I know we all want to be remembered. So my advice to anyone is not to stop, not to slow down. As you age, just consider it a blessing. Be grateful. Think about what's next. Not should I just stop and relax now? What's next? Go find something new and exciting to do.
Oh, I love that. Aging is your superpower. Don't sit back. There's one thing that you need to remember about your superpower. It is fantastic to have it, but it's even better when you use it.
Use it. That's right.
Activate your superpower and understand that aging is your superpower and it's far greater than the alternative. Rita,
Yes,
thank you so much for joining us today.
That's right. You're welcome. Thank you.
You've been listening to Keeping It 100 with Mel and Bruce, sponsored by the 100 Black Men of Las Vegas. What they see is what they'll be. I'm Mel Tiller, your host, and that's Keeping It 100.